Sade is much more than just a voice or a name. She represents a unique fusion of cool elegance and emotional depth, forever echoing through the annals of music history. With her haunting melodies and smooth vocals, Sade transformed the music scene in the 1980s, leaving an indelible mark that continues to inspire countless artists today. But who is Sade really? Behind the glitz and glamour lies a story rich in complexity, filled with triumphs and struggles that shaped her journey. Born Helen Fizadadu in Nigeria, Sade's early life was anything but ordinary. As a child, her parents' separation led her to England, where she would eventually discover her passion for music through pirate radio. This was the spark that ignited her artistic fire, leading her to the vibrant London music scene. It's this backdrop of cultural richness and personal challenges that not only defined her sound, but also her very essence as an artist. Her smooth, soulful style ushered in new trends, captivating audiences around the world. In a field often dominated by flashiness, Sade stood out with her minimalistic yet deeply emotive approach to music. Even today, many find solace in her lyrics, resonating with the raw, human emotions they convey. As we unravel the layers of her career and explore the nuances of her artistry, it's crucial to understand the elements that have shaped her into the enigmatic figure she is known for today. Early life and rise. Sade was born Helen Fizadadu in 1959 in Ibadan, Nigeria. An early life marked by personal upheaval, as her parents split when she was just 4 years old. Raised in the quieter corners of southeast England, her childhood was a far cry from the glamorous life she would later embody. As she settled into her new surroundings, Sade spent her teenage years in the sleepy seaside town of Clacton-on-Sea, Essex, a place that offered little in terms of excitement or opportunity. However, it was during this time that her love for music blossomed, inspired by the soulful sounds she discovered through pirate radio. One station that had a significant impact on her was Radio Caroline, which introduced her to legendary artists such as Donny Hathaway, Bill Withers, and Nina Simone, who would influence her future sound. This love for music eventually led her to take the bold step of moving to London, where she sought to carve out her own path in an ever-evolving music scene. While studying fashion at St. Martin's College, she began to dabble in music, performing in clubs, and slowly gaining recognition. Despite never having sung professionally before, her unique look, complete with slick-back hair and bold red lipstick, drew attention. Sade's effortless cool landed her a spot as a backing singer for a funk band called Pride. It was there, in this unexpected role, that her music journey truly began, setting the stage for her later success. Her combination of fashion and music created a magnetism that would soon propel her into the spotlight, forming the band Sade and the sound they created. After the funk band Pride disbanded, Sade took the opportunity to form a new group with key players from the former lineup, which would ultimately be named after her. This newly formed band quickly set themselves apart, combining elements of classic soul with a fresh, modern edge. Their music was deeply rooted in authenticity. The band cherished the emotional imperfections that defined their sound, which was drastically different from the overly polished tracks dominating the charts at the time. Sade, along with her bandmates, was inspired by a wide array of influences, yet they strived to create something entirely unique. They found themselves immersed in the essence of classic soul, paying homage to the legends who came before them, while still infusing their tracks with their own personal experiences. The punk-inspired DIY energy added a gritty yet captivating dimension to their artistry, setting them apart in a burgeoning music scene dominated by flashiness. One key to their sound was the minimalist approach they adopted, allowing each note and lyric to breathe, which created an intimate atmosphere within their songs. Sade's smooth and hypnotic vocals, nuanced but powerful, held every track together. Their debut album, Diamond Life, encapsulated these qualities, effortlessly blending sophisticated arrangements with heartfelt storytelling. The album established Sade not just as a band, but as a cultural phenomenon, heralding an era of music that was both luxurious and accessible. This exceptional blend of soul, emotional depth, and authenticity would define their signature sound, positioning Sade as one of the most iconic artists of their time. The struggle to get noticed and recording demos. Despite their undeniable talent, Sade and her band faced immense challenges in the music industry. Even after forming their new group out of the remnants of Pride, they struggled to get noticed. Their early demos, featuring tracks rich in emotional depth and classic soul, received strong reactions from listeners, but record labels dismissed them. They found their music too jazzy, too lengthy, and not in line with the electronic trends that dominated the early 80s. In a market fixated on synthesizers, Sade's authentic sound, a mix of soul and raw emotion, didn't fit the mold. The band faced constant rejection. With little to no funding for studio time, they relied on ingenuity and persistence. They approached Robin Miller, a producer at Power Plant Studios, asking if they could record their demos during his off hours. Luckily, Miller saw potential in them and agreed to work with the group, providing them the opportunity to record a demo that included Smooth Operator and Your Love Is King. However, even with their music now recorded, they encountered a new hurdle: securing a record deal. Their manager pitched the demos to various record companies, but he was met with a string of rejections. Labels felt the songs were too unconventional and not suited for the mainstream audience they were trying to reach. Knowing they had to adapt, Sade and her crew began to create noise around themselves, forging connections within London's fashion world and cultivating a mystique that matched the intensity of their sound. They understood that it was vital to present a unique identity, one that would resonate with audiences, while also garnering the attention of music executives who were oblivious to the magic they had created. Breakthrough in signing with Epic Records. Sade's breakthrough moment came when she landed the cover of the Face magazine, which stirred buzz and excitement around the band. This exposure caught the attention of record companies who had previously overlooked them, now eager to sign this emerging talent. In a dramatic turn of events, they showcased their capabilities with a packed performance at Heaven Nightclub, a venue known for its vibrant atmosphere, unfolding before an audience that included influential figures from the music press. This strategic move was pivotal, as it showcased their live energy and unique artistry, captivating everyone present. By October 1983, after igniting interest from major labels, they signed with Epic Records, marking a new chapter in their journey. This deal allowed Sade and her band to finally record and polish their debut album, a project they had envisioned for years. Together, they delved into a smooth, stripped-back sound, which became synonymous with their identity. The album, infused with emotional depth and soulful rhythms, was designed to resonate with listeners on a profound level. Through their artistic integrity and relentless perseverance, Sade and her band successfully crafted a compelling body of work that captured the essence of their musical vision. They faced initial skepticism, but with each note and lyric, they turned heads, shifting the landscape of music in the 1980s. This pivotal moment not only solidified their place in the industry, but also paved the way for a lasting legacy that continues to influence artists today. As they ventured into the studio with Epic, they were ready to introduce their artistry and unique sound to the world, poised to break boundaries and redefine soul in pop music. The music and themes behind Diamond Life. The album, Diamond Life, defined a generation, with its seamless blend of smooth jazz, soul, and pop. At its core, Sade's music is autobiographical, deeply rooted in personal experiences and relationships. Each track tells a story that resonates emotionally, capturing the essence of love, longing, and emotional complexity. For instance, the lead single, Your Love is King, encapsulates feelings of devotion and passion, sung through Sade's velvety voice that evokes both strength and vulnerability. The song's lush instrumentation pairs beautifully with the poignant lyrics, creating a mood that is both romantic and reflective. The title track, Smooth Operator, offers a different narrative, a tongue-in-cheek portrayal of a charming but deceitful lover. This juxtaposition of love's beauty against its darker realities is a recurrent theme throughout the album. Every note, every lyric feels intentional, creating a calming yet poignant atmosphere that invites listeners to reflect on their own experiences. The minimalist production allows the emotional weight of each song to breathe, showcasing the band's craftsmanship. Sade's haunting vocals glide effortlessly over subtle grooves, creating a hypnotic effect that resonates long after the music stops. From its standout singles to its deep cuts, Diamond Life is a timeless masterpiece, exploring the nuances of love and connection. It remains relevant today, influencing countless artists across genres, illustrating that its themes of desire, heartache, and femininity are universal, transcending time and trends. Sade's unique sound and introspective lyrics have left a lasting legacy, ensuring that Diamond Life continues to be celebrated for many years to come. Misunderstandings and criticism by the UK press. Despite their monumental success, Sade faced persistent misunderstandings and criticism from the UK press, which often mischaracterized the band's artistic intent. The UK media depicted their music as a soundtrack for the yuppie culture of the 1980s, interpreting hits like Smooth Operator as glamorizing a jet-setting lifestyle filled with shallow indulgences. This view painted Sade as a band for the superficial elite, when, in reality, their lyrical depth told powerful stories about relationships, longing, and the human experience. The press fixation on Sade's glamorous images and style often overshadowed the emotional and personal essence behind their music, leading to sensational headlines that frequently misrepresented their narrative. For years, tabloid articles spun wild tales, creating a gulf between the band's true identity and public perception. From rumors of secret babies to speculative purchases, like Fulham Football Club, these fabrications only fueled discontent and frustration for Sade. The disconnect became so sharp that Sade herself expressed weariness with interviews that rarely focused on her music, citing how journalists would often ignore her artistry in favor of discussing her looks or personal life. The media's relentless emphasis on glamour and assumed lifestyles stood in stark contrast to the band's authentic vision and sound. In short, the misinterpretation of Sade's essence by the UK press not only highlighted the prejudices about the band's image, but also detracted from the rich emotional landscape they aimed to portray. This constant mislabeling created a lingering tension throughout their career, but it served as a reminder that real artistry can be obscured by public perception, and true emotions can often get lost in translation. U.S. success and strategic release strategy. In America, the reception was notably different. Knowing the U.S. radio was more segmented, Sade and her team played it smart. Instead of leading with a big hit, they strategically released Hang On To Your Love as their first U.S. single in November '84. This choice made sense, as it had a funkier groove and was a better fit for black radio. They knew that this approach could help them build a solid foundation while easing into the music scene. By targeting the right audience first, they managed to gain traction. As expected, the single performed well, allowing Sade to establish a loyal fan base before introducing Smooth Operator. This decision paid off handsomely, with Smooth Operator becoming a breakout hit, reaching the top 5 on the Billboard Hot 100. It largely dominated the adult contemporary charts, reflecting a growing momentum. Massively aided by airplay on the newly launched VH1, Sade found herself embraced by American audiences. Ironically, although Diamond Life was birthed in the UK, it was the US that truly gave it staying power. The album hit triple platinum in the UK by the end of '85, yet it wouldn't reach that same milestone in the US until '95. This unusual timeline reveals the differing reception between the two markets. Still, by the time they won Best New Artist at the Grammys in '85, Sade had clearly established herself, solidifying her place in music history, while American audiences fell hard for her unique sound and emotional depth. Their strategic approach transformed her into a cultural icon, illustrating how careful planning and understanding the market could lead to monumental success. Legacy and influence. Sade wasn't just a voice or a style. She was a force that defied trends and expectations, creating a legacy that few can match. Beyond the glitz, her story reveals the price of authenticity in a world eager for labels and assumptions, and reminds us why true artistry always finds a way to endure. Her unique blend of soulful melodies, heartfelt lyrics, and effortless charisma resonated deeply with audiences, creating a timeless appeal that continues to inspire new generations of artists. From her quiet beginnings to international acclaim, Sade's journey reflects the power of self-expression and the pursuit of one's passion, despite the challenges along the way. Her music transcends mere entertainment. It captures emotions that resonate universally, allowing listeners to connect on a profound level. Even when she stepped back from the spotlight, the impact of her artistry never faded, as her songs remain etched in the fabric of music history. Artists across various genres cite her as a pivotal influence, drawing inspiration from her iconic sound and style. As we celebrate her contributions to music, it's clear that Sade is much more than a smooth operator. She's an enduring symbol of grace, strength, and the power of soul. In a world where trends come and go, her artistry reminds us that sometimes less is more. And it's the depth of feeling and the authenticity behind the art that truly captivates our hearts. Sade's legacy will undoubtedly continue to inspire, forging connections through her timeless music for years to come.